Good evening. My name is Benjamin Kwitek. I'm an inventor and entrepreneur. I teach innovation here at UCCS. I'd like to talk about the blank space of innovation. What does innovation mean? I've broken it down into 16 points. Everything has changed. The zeros and ones of big data are ubiquitous. 90% of our data on Earth is less than 2 years old. Yes, that includes Trump's tweets and far too many Kardashian photos. Sparks fly. Whether it's describing the feeling we get when we meet our new Tinder date or the excitement of watching fireworks shoot off Pikes Peak, we love a good spark. Excitement from new ideas begins with a spark. Endgame. Steve Jobs once said, "We are here to make a dent in the universe." How can we think bigger and see an end game beyond our limitations? The world has too many Me Too companies and ideas. We want warp drive and Tesla to meet their 3 Series production goals. Style. We are all unique, and that's becoming trendy. We have gifts, talents, and skills. And if we feel less afraid to do that, we'll be more interesting and innovative. Whether it's Paris, Shanghai, or Colorado Springs, you do you. Safe and sound. Successful companies bank on their intellectual property. Take away Coca-Cola's trademarks and they would break up like fizz bubbles. Take away Pfizer's patents and they would dissolve like little pills. Take away Facebook's copyrights and they would be unliked by Wall Street. Speak now. There is no time like the present to get off the blocks. If you see something, say something, but more importantly, do something. Disrupt your industry and your life by trying and failing faster. Ready for it. Creating innovation and inventing things is difficult. If it were easy, everybody would be Elon Musk. Success comes from vision and execution. It's nonstop and it's exhausting, but in a good way. Shake it off. You can never go wrong with a cute dog photo in your PowerPoint. Still, society will hose you down with criticism and complaints when you innovate. Learn to shake off the haters and the personal demons that haunt you. Look what you made me do. Innovators are optimists. They are more This Is Us and less Game of Thrones. There is a story of a man who arrives at heaven's pearly gates. St. Peter asks to see his scars. The man says he doesn't have any. Then St. Peter replies, "Was there nothing worth fighting for? I knew you were trouble." Sometimes the biggest enemy is looking you back in the mirror in the morning. We doubt ourselves and become our worst critics. Lose the black clothes and the dark outlook, unless you live in New York City, where black is always trendy. Out of the woods. The world can be confusing and scary, especially when you wake up to hundreds of emails or tweets if you follow our president. Keep walking. Entrepreneurs have miles to go before they sleep. Delicate. BMW is the ultimate driving machine, or at least that's what they tell us. BMWs have balance. Too much weight up front and the car will behave like a Honda. Sorry. Too much weight in the rear and the car will behave like a Kardashian. Again, sorry. Genius or insanity, innovation is delicate. White horse. Horses are incredibly intuitive and sensitive. Innovators need to find their white horse, that outstanding person or thing that will always gallop in to save them when they are busy trying to save the world. Back to December. December is the end of the year. It provides a perfect opportunity to reflect. What worked? What failed? What can we learn? It's also the right time to look ahead and forward. Wildest dreams. Life has a way of happening when you are making other plans. People don't dream big enough. Why limit your aspirations? But before you take your Mars trip, can you help Tesla with their Model 3 production problems? Begin again. In 1776, Thomas Paine said, "We have it in our power to begin the world again." This unbridled optimism is pure America. The tree stump represents the past. Innovation needs to grow far beyond that. You see, innovation comes from unlikely places. Why did I select these 16 phrases? Well, they are Taylor Swift's song titles. Yes, Tay-Tay, Swiftie, T-Swizzle, depending on how well you know her. You never know where and when inspiration will strike. Where will you find innovation? What difference will you make? How can you fill the blank spaces? After all, it's your end game.
I wanna be your end game.
Thank you.